today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Miami Dolphins.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. Again, everyone, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Tua now on first down. The middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this crowd is not like that, Cole.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete to number 85.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Complete to KJ.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, you're just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, 17 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Newton now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Try to run for it with Jacobs. But he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, Newton. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. They're are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up second.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
To Jarvis Landry.
And the numbers from a week ago for Jarvis Landry. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was he?
No.
So the plays he didn't make. That's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Dolphins 0.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty position. Possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking downfield for Joe. It's caught at the 10. They take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
It's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Miami.
They'll run him here with Hunt. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua sets up to pass it. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the Dolphins' 19-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Miami.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. KJ Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Jacobs now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Newton. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Darren Waller, incomplete.
Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCrane's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Dolphins 7.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Tua, the final shot before half. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 26-7 was your final. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. DJ Moore, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 31-13 was the final. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Down at the 26.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. McCrane on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah. Oh, two are going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off inside the 10.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So he was holding for that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They go play action here on first down. They'll try to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. And this ball will be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this way, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Rhodes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At the 24-yard line.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
At the 22-yard line.
Carr completes it. Strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
McCrane on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter don't exist next. He don't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 and now on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guy. Right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession, and it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way.
Offense set to get this drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, my apologies. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Escapes the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28.
On 2nd down, Tua gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly
what his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's David Arnett picking it off. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Bonner, a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they will take a knee here. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.